Hi everyone, my name's Ella. I did do an intro for this video, but I didn't really like it, so I thought to do this one instead. I did have a YouTube channel about 2 years ago, but I deleted all of my videos off it because I really didn't like them, and they were all such horrible quality and they were just disgusting. So I thought today is the day that I'm going to upload a video, see how everyone likes it, and to carry on if people do. So I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you get experience from it or learn stuff from it. But let's get on with the video. I never said what the video is actually going to be, but you'll know by the title anyway. It is a story time of when not personally but got burgled. So it wasn't actually at the house that I am now, but it was at my auntie's house, and I was about 11 years old, I'm kind of guessing, 11, 12. But basically, what happened is it was about 11, 12 o'clock at night, and I was like, oh, time to go to bed. 11-year-old me was like, yes, staying up after bedtime. No, so I was decided to go to bed, so I was so tired. And obviously, bearing in mind I am now 17, nearly 18, so when I was 11, 12, phones really weren't a thing, and I'm pretty sure I had a crappy Samsung flip-up phone, so who wanted to take that to bed? Honestly, no one. So I kind of just left that downstairs, but it meant everything to me, even though it was the rubbish, rubbish phone. I got back up to bed, and as soon as I got in bed, I kept on hearing noises downstairs, and I was like, what? So I kind of just left it for a bit and just waited, and then I could hear it again, and I was like, but do you know what it sounded like? And it's the strangest sound I could ever explain to someone that I heard. Do you know when you're on a laminate floor and you wear slippers? Exactly what it sounded like. I don't even know why. If the person who robbed a house had slippers on, that would have just been weird. Basically, I left it for about I wouldn't even say 10 minutes, about 5 minutes, I guess. And then I went into my auntie's room to see if she was the one downstairs, because obviously I was 11, I was a bit scared, and I really didn't know what was going on. So I went into her room and she was asleep. So I tried to wake her up. I was like, hello, wake up, pushing her. And she just weren't waking up. So I was just like, oh, well, I'll go and stand at the top of the stairs then, because I don't know how to explain a house, but a room was here, and then as soon as you come out of her room, the stairs were there and the bathroom was across from you. So and then down the stairs was just the kitchen. There was no doors to the living room or the kitchen, so you could see the kitchen from the top of the stairs, but it's pitch black. And I just looked, and I was like, oh, I can't see anyone, so obviously it's not someone robbing a house. And then I kept on hearing the noises again. I was like, oh my goodness, there must be someone, there must be someone. There was no explanation for it. She didn't have any pets, no nothing. It was just me and her in the house, that's it. So it could have been a dog, a cat, no nothing. So this is the point where I was getting scared, and obviously she weren't waking up. So I was thinking, what do I even do with myself? I was 11, what was I supposed to do? My phone was downstairs, couldn't ring no one, no nothing. And I was very brave when I was little. I wouldn't do it now, no way. And I would have gone downstairs, but we were just baking the night before, and well, that night, and there was loads of knives everywhere. So I was like, if I go down, I could literally be stabbed to death any minute, because he or she could have just grabbed a knife and just literally stabbed me. So I was just like, no. My little 11, 12-year-old mind was go into the bathroom and slam the door. So I went into the bathroom, slammed the door as hard as I blooming well could, and stayed in there for a bit, and then just waited, just listened, hello. And then I just come back out again, and I sat in my bedroom that I was staying in, and I couldn't hear anything. So I was like, oh, they've gone. But that means that I still couldn't sleep though. I could not sleep. Even if my life depended on it, I could not go to sleep because I was so scared, because I knew someone was in there. But like, what was I supposed to do? I was like, I was 11 or like 12, can't remember. But I didn't know what to do. My auntie lived in Bolton, by the way, and I live in Lancaster. That's a far, like, to go. I couldn't have, you know, like, some families, like, live close to each other. I couldn't have just run round to, like, my mum's house and been like, oh, well, my auntie got robbed. Because I couldn't have done that, because I was so far away. I was so by myself, and there was no one around me. And she wouldn't wake up, so I was just, like, just couldn't go to sleep. So I just sat there. And then I ended up waking up at something past 7. But, like, I remember I didn't go to sleep because I was forcing myself not to go to sleep. I wasn't even tired at this point, not even tired one little bit. I was just so scared. And then I just ended up waking up, apparently. I swear to God, I passed out. I swear down. But I just ended up waking up, whatever. And I went downstairs and the front door was open. I'm really sorry that our lighting's changed, but I'm using natural lighting and the lights weren't going down. So like, I opened the front door and I looked outside of it and I was like, to see if anyone was there. And then I woke her up because, you know, like you do. So I woke her up and I was like, your door's open. And she was like, what do you mean open? Just unlocked? I went, no, it's open. And she was like, what? She jumped out of bed, ran downstairs, and she's like, Ella, there's loads of stuff missing. And I was like, what? And then, like, loads of stuff went missing. Her laptop, her coats, her, like, loads of other stuff, like fags and stuff like that. Her purse, everything like that, basically. And then I realised that they took my phone. What would they want to do? What would they want to do with a child's phone? There's, like, nothing on it. Nothing at blooming all. They would have got £5 from it. Nothing. I was fuming, absolutely fuming. I was scared to blooming death, and they stole my phone. So I was like, I wasn't happy at all. Was not happy. I was just so upset because, like, that was the day that I was going home as well. It was on the day, like, after she got robbed. Just so scared. So when my mum came and picked me up, I was just so happy to see her, because I was obviously all by myself that night, and I felt so, like, lonely, and like there was nothing anyone could have done anyway. Even if I did get to message someone or, you know, woke her up, she couldn't have done anything. So, but that day, my mum came and picked me up, and she gave me a BlackBerry back in them old good days. Oh, woo. She gave me a BlackBerry because that's what everyone had them days. And I felt cool. And we went into town and I bought a case for it because they didn't take my £13 I had. So I bought a case. And I have never slept since. I don't think, at her house. Can't really remember. But to this day, I still get so blooming anxious, so scared, and sometimes I can feel my heart beating so fast, even if I hear the tiniest noise in my house and, like, everyone else is asleep. Because, like, I don't know if I'll go into that state where I feel so alone again, even though there's always someone in my house. But it was one of the scariest experiences I've ever gone through in my life. Actually, I think it's the scariest thing I've ever gone through in my life, to be quite honest. The scariest one. And like I said, I still get scared now, and, like, of course you are going to be. I was so little. It was 6, 7 years ago nearly, and it still terrifies me to death, because just someone was in that house. Someone could have killed me, let's be serious. Like, and I could have done nothing. Like, it's just so scary that this happens to people all the time, and I think it's one of the most horrible things that someone could ever do to anyone. Because one, it's scary. Two, they take all your stuff. It's your house, your possessions, it's just yours, and someone comes in and takes it all. Like, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that someone can come into your house, take all of that stuff, and then not feel bad. That's what's never made sense in my head. Like, how did that person actually go to sleep at night? Because I blooming well couldn't have. But unfortunately, that is the end of my video. But I do have plenty more stories to tell, trust me. And they all mostly happened when I was so little as well. Like, there's not really story times about, like, my age now, or, like, roughly, like, my age now. They're all, like, when I was, like, 11 or 12 or, like, you know, 10, 9, stuff like that. So if you would like any more story times, I would be so willing to tell you, because I love telling, like, my stories and everything. If any of you have any stories about burglary or anything like that, or any story times at all, please leave them in the comments below and I'll read them all, because I love reading people's stories as well. So that would be absolutely fantastic. If you love scary stuff, it's not really scary, but like, it's still somewhat, it was scary for me, but might not be scary for me telling you. But if you like scary stuff like this, then please give it a thumbs up. But if you don't, then fair enough. You can just say below what you'd like me to record next or anything like that. Please subscribe, and I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much. Bye.